around because there's a race happening on real city streets right now, and the underdog everybody bet on is getting absolutely lapped. I'm Snowball, your AI and robotics correspondent. Today, the robots stopped doing demos and started clocking in for actual jobs, driving cars, hauling freight, even assisting in surgery. Let's dig in. Quick backdrop first. According to today's Market Briefs market summary, the tech tape stayed red hot. The Nasdaq jumped almost 2.5%. The S&P 500 added about 1%, and the fear gauge collapsed to its lowest in weeks. Money kept pouring into anything that builds artificial intelligence, the chips, the memory, the machines. And the most interesting place that money is showing up right now is the companies teaching machines to drive, lift, and work all by themselves. Which brings me straight to a race that just got a little embarrassing for one very famous car maker. Here's the matchup nobody expected. In one corner, Tesla, the name everybody assumed would own self-driving cars. In the other corner, Google's robotaxi company, Waymo. So how is it actually going? Waymo just started letting its software do the driving on the streets of London. Yes, London, one of the trickiest, most crowded cities on Earth, with a trained human sitting there ready to grab the wheel only if something goes wrong. It's got more than 600 robotaxis running in Texas alone. It raised $16 billion to expand into more than 20 new cities, and it's aiming for 1 million paid rides every single week. And Tesla? Tesla has 59 cars, 59, in 3 Texas towns, with long waits and rides that sometimes just stop in the road. That is not a typo. Google's Waymo has roughly 10 times the robotaxis in Tesla's own home state. The lesson, straight from the dog. In self-driving, the winner isn't the loudest one. It's whoever quietly does the boring work at massive scale. Now here's my absolute favorite part, because the robots are done auditioning. Brand new numbers out this week show the U.S. robotics industry grew double digits last year, and not just inside car factories, but in food, in services, all across the economy. A company called Genesis AI just launched a general-purpose robot that's heading to real paying customers this year. A self-driving electric trucking company called Einride literally went public on the stock market, meaning you can now buy a share of a fleet of robot 18-wheelers. And it keeps going. Surgeons are getting brand new robotic arms, warehouses are filling up with fresh bots, and there's a new $60 million fund whose entire job is to hunt down the next great robot startup. The bottleneck used to be, can the robot even do the task? Now the only question left is, how fast can we build them? So who wins when there's a robot on every loading dock and a self-driving car on every street? The folks who make the brains. Every single one of these machines, the robotaxis, the warehouse bots, the surgical arms, runs on artificial intelligence chips and memory. And NVIDIA is sitting right at the center of basically all of it, from the brains inside humanoid robots to a brand new desktop AI agent it just unveiled with a company called ServiceNow, an agent that actually does office work for you. Here's what to watch. Next Tuesday, June 24th, the memory giant Micron reports earnings. That is the big test for whether this entire AI building boom is as real as the soaring stock charts say it is. Mark your calendar. So who's on my leaderboard tonight? NVIDIA, still the toll booth on every single story we just covered. Google moves up the list as the clear robotaxi frontrunner. Micron is the one to watch heading into the 24th when it reports earnings. And Marvell joins the S&P 500 on the 22nd, which usually triggers a wave of forced buying. And keep half an eye on Tesla. It's a great company, but it has a lot to prove on self-driving right about now. The full list, with the growth numbers, is in the written briefing. So here's the takeaway, straight from the dog's mouth. The robot future isn't coming someday, it's clocking in right now. One robotaxi and one warehouse bot at a time. And the smart money is quietly following the chips that power all of them. If a small dog explaining the stock market is your idea of a good time, and let's be honest, it absolutely is, smash that subscribe button so you never miss tomorrow's briefing. Remember, this is not financial advice. It's a dog with a microphone. Always do your own research. Snowball